Mr. Trump.
Well, there's a lot of things that I suppose that I worry about, but and some of these things will seem esoteric to people. The birth rate is very low in almost every country, and it's something, unless that changes, civilization will disappear. America had the lowest birth rate, I believe, ever. That was last year. Places like Korea, the birth rate is 1/3 replacement rate. So that means in 3 generations, Korea will be 3 or 4% of its current size. And nothing seems to be turning that around. Humanity is dying. And people, it's just not something we evolved to react to. And I worry generally about the strength of America. You know, America is the central column that holds up all of Western civilization. So if you've got the temple of Western civilization, America is the central column. If that column fails, it's all over.
Yes, we're back. We're back on Mr. Trumptastic Radio, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all flood in here for a second, and we go take flight, and we go into the minds of the racist blacks in America, and why this is gonna lead to a anti-white hate bill. They go pass an anti-white hate bill. Y'all blacks keep this shit up. But the thing is, there's 2 different type of black eyes. I play Elon Musk because he had a black eye first. We seen him with a black eye because he's guilty. These people were innocent. And the thing is, we see a lot of blackies attack innocent whiteys because of certain social media influencers. So you have a lot of racial tension gaslighting average people on a daily basis. Racism. Then you got Trump in office. They think he racist. So you got to understand, these people go to work and then they act out what they see on the internet, y'all. It's called programming. Yeah, you know how the TV, the phone, the computer chip, it's all public programming, y'all. All right, you think this Gump right here? You think he know what good and evil is? Hell no, he ready to go shoot somebody. Because the thing is, guess what? An innocent black person will get harmed off the innocent whites. All right. See, some people don't care about having grace when they see this. They don't care about it. They go get an innocent black. They might see him walking across the road, and they might get hit. I tell my son, don't be walking around no road, because the thing is, you might have a Hulk Hogan mother. You know what? And I put Hulk Hogan right here because you already know what he think. He's saying that shit in his grave. And some people will say, "Rest in peace," Hulk Hogan, but fuck Terry. Some people are saying that. Yeah, I done heard people say that because Hulk Hogan and Terry is two different entities. They said they love Hulk Hogan, but they hate Terry. So I had to put Terry in this bitch because you already know he's calling her the N word from the grave. I'm gonna be honest with you. The thing is, a lot of whites can't publicly say what they really want to say because they'll end up getting fired from their job and shit. I told you, white people are under attack, and allegedly they're trying to implement a anti-white hate bill. But you have certain characters like Barry. Barry was teaching you to hate white people. Barry hated white people. Let me be honest with you. Barry taught a lot of black folks to hate white people. So has D.L. Hughley. And then once the black person listened to this shit every day, every morning, go right to the daycare and sock an innocent white kid in the eye. Now the thing is, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I don't know what happened to this kid because they're not really telling us what happened. And she got out on bond. Yeah, she got out on bond. Let's look up the let's pull this up, family. Yeah, her ass got out on bond. I was like, what the hell? Let's pull this up.
New tonight, a daycare worker arrested in Bainbridge. Yvette Thurston is facing felony child abuse charges for her alleged treatment of a toddler. Thurston was arrested.
See, the thing is, I don't know how she handled that toddler, but if you are watching a kid and he come home with a black eye, man, something gotta something happened. Something happened. All right, just like something happened right here. But we got a bullshit story of his son Xavier hitting him with a toy. I still want to know what happened because somebody say allegedly a JAG officer punched him in the eye because he was talking out his mouth. See Elon. This is really a picture of Elon Musk right here. Let me be honest with you. You got to get back into him. But the thing is, the algorithm, because he got a lot to deal with this shit too. You do know that, right? You do know that. Let me be honest with you, because he let all that racism shit pop off on X. Gaslight the blacks, you gaslight the whites. They go to work, they act out what they see on the internet, fam. And then they get called the N-word in the midst of everything. And then that perpetuates other instances that wind up like this. All right, it's a rotating door. And I'm telling you right now, you got a lot of people that are pushing this racist agenda, but we got to point it out. But like I said, in the midst of everything, America is suffering from chronic Negro fatigue, formerly known as chronic Negro fatigue syndrome. It's one of the fastest growing chronic fatigue syndromes month by month. And I'm telling you right now, it seems like this is getting worse, especially when the immigrants come over here and they start gaslighting whites and blacks. They start identifying and blending in with Americans. Next thing you know, an African, it'd be an African or a Russian or a Ukrainian speaking up for Americans. I've seen it happen many times. I've seen people going to the guys, white nationalists, speaking up for Puritans. So I don't somebody that's like Africans speaking up for Black Americans. It don't connect. So we go call it out. The thing is, it's so many people that want to be leader of the whites. There's so many people that want to be leader of the blacks. We don't know who to point to. We don't know who to trust at this point. And I told you it was going to get to this point. It affects primarily white people and Asians, and mostly between the ages of 25 and 55. Although anyone can experience, city dwellers are more likely than rural inhabitants to display symptoms. But the thing is, other blacks are having this Negro fatigue too. But guess what? On the internet, it don't matter if you're black. Some people go lump you together with this bitch. Some people go lump you together. So it don't matter if you got black skin. Sometimes you just curse. Cause the racist white man, he don't give a fuck if you innocent or guilty. You see Sharkeisha go down the tank, go down the tube, he go put your black ass down the tube too. I'm gonna be honest with you. And some black folks think like that too. They don't care if you are good or bad. They already got their mind made up, and the rest is history. That's just how they think. And a lot of people who are black Hebrew Israelites, like this brother right here, brother Umar Johnson, he teach white hate too, but secretly he love white women. It's always the black man that teach white man this, white man that. He secretly love white women. He's one of them. And like I said, he's a Pan-African. And the thing is, he brings that white versus black energy into the world. But guess what? This the reason why some black people feel like they're inferior to whites, because some blacks think they created the whites. But if that's the case, how did whites end up enslaving the blacks? See, these black Hebrew Israelites, they think they're Yakub. He thinks he's Yakub. He think he created the whites. He thought he was going to kill a whole bunch of white Americans in his 2 terms. But that didn't get to happen. That's what he wanted. A lot of white people died off the back of Obama, man. I hope y'all know that. A lot of white people that spoke out against Obama, they end up missing and all that. Why? Because D.L. Hughley was one of those black people to gaslight and perpetuate racial tensions in America. They got them on both sides. They call COINTELPRO. All right? And like I said, they go in blackface too. These are the Democrats. They identify with the blacks. You don't know who's who. We go over his video too, because he's perpetuating the hate too, and the crime. But if you want to get on TV, you want to get on CNN, they ain't gonna let no regular black person speak for everybody. It's always gonna be a fucking weirdo. You see this well-groomed white man right here? Now you see this Uncle Tom looking motherfucker that look like Frederick Douglass out this bitch on the left. Who you think go trust just by appearance alone? This is why other blacks don't trust black people that look like this. They gotta be weird. They gotta be bald-headed. They gotta be disgruntled. Whoopi Goldberg's another one. Whoopi Goldberg's another. I told you. And guess what? They led everybody to the slaughter, didn't they? They led this what black entertainment got your ass. Right here. Right here, taking that snake oil. All right, because guess what? This was one of the only ways to get rid of black people. They had to do it through Jesus Christ. All right, because once you take this damn hokey pokey, yeah, your whole base reality is altered. But like I said, that was a whole eugenics plan to get rid of black people because they said, oh, remember in 2020, remember what they said? They said black people were spreading cowhead 19 out this bitch. I said, yep. Just like black folks is spreading HIV in Atlanta, y'all. They called them, remember? Yes, they was playing color games with the cowhead 19. But guess what? Y'all didn't believe me back then. Now y'all believe me now. Social media influencers. They're artificial. They get paid to sell you a dream. Guess what? This dude right here, part of the Rainbow Coalition, told you was African Americans. Did you know that? Did you know that? That he was the one to call you an African American. And that's crazy. And that's crazy. He the one who killed Martin Luther King, allegedly. He's the one who set up Martin Luther King, allegedly. But we gonna get back to him because he's a dirty piece of shit. He ain't no different than Al Sharpton, all right? D.L. Hughley, Black Fatigue. Jesse Jackson, Black Fatigue. Barack Obama, Black Fatigue. But in these democratic cities, they tell you everything's safe. No, the city is not safe, y'all. The city is not safe at all. It's the call-in show, too. Let's pull this back up.
At Little Blessings, a church child care facility.
Now, this is at a damn church. And just like I told you, where did they do the dirty stuff at? In church, at the altar. They got to sacrifice the kids on the altar. Well, I tell you what, I bet you they go get an anti-white hate bill. I bet you they go get an anti-white hate bill. If they keep this shit up, back to the plantation you go, Negroes. Back to the plantation you go. Yes, they had black and white slave owners. If you was rich, you was a slave owner. If you was poor, you was a slave. Yes, this is economics. Whips and chains never went away. The whip and the chain. The whip and the chain. Nothing has ever changed in America. Racism always paid the bills. Now let's go.
And is still wearing that Little Blessing shirt in this booking photo. The child's father shared photos of his 1-year-old son online and with us, but we want to.
1 year old, and she's out on bail. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. It's my kid. And I bet you she said something like, oh, he fell off something. Because ain't no telling if she roughed him up or she left him unattended or what. It looks bad. We need to figure out what's going on. But allegedly, man, this is the case. She did this shit, fam. But we haven't seen the video footage. But I'm pretty sure it's graphic. That kid, boy. If they're saying that she hit this kid, that's just bad. That's just bad. I'm hoping that we don't see nothing too nasty when it comes to this battery. I really don't like. She might be shaking the kid or throwing him something. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. And guess what? That's why we got Hulk Hogan, because guess what? A lot of people saying this in their head, but they can't really come out and say it because they might lose their job. You know what I'm saying? They might deal with kids because uh, in certain settings of employment, shit, your ass can't really be on the internet. You really can't. You can't. But you working around kids. You can't be on the internet and really say what you want to. You end up like I said, you end up like that one white girl that we pulled up. She lost her job, and she was facing 2 years in prison. Yes, for using the N word online. I'm like, man, you gotta kind of tread lightly. And the thing is, you really can't go over no dummy in a dummy account and say, because shit, they know how to track your phone on a dummy account. So that racism, man, that shit getting slowly is getting out of here. But the internet go try to bring that shit back. The Democrats, that's all they got is racism. They got, that's all they got left is racism. So that's what a lot of people got left, especially the content creators. Guess what? They running out of content, and all their content is based off racism, hate. For real. Guess who perpetuates the hate? Jasmine Crockett. She's one of them. Jasmine Crockett is horrible. Beyonce was perpetuating the hate. Now she's a cowboy. Now she like white people now. Now she indulge in white folk culture. They're to blame. Let me be honest with you. They're to blame because guess what? You got it happening on both sides. And like I said, racism pays the bills, whether it come from the right or the left. But just to let you know, you cannot have a conscious man on TV telling facts because they got old gate guards like Jesse Jackson. I forgot eyeball about to pop out of his head. He can't even walk no more. Have y'all seen him? He walked like he got swords in his ass and shit. But he's the one who coined the term African Americans. So when white people say, "Oh, you need to take your ass back to Africa," you got that shit from 1986. That shit, the term African American is fairly new. That's brand new. Motherfuckers want to call black folks wouldn't call themselves African Americans before 1980, before 1986. You look on go to somebody that's like 50, 60, 70 years old, look at their ID. Old ID. I bet it says Negro or Afro American. It's gonna say either Negro or Afro. It ain't go unless they got an updated ID. They probably got an updated ID, but it's because of this Negro right here. This bubbled eye fuck. All right, he didn't do black people no justice. He sent them far away from their true identity. See, black folks done have about 4, 5, 6 identities on this damn land. So that's the reason why black folks don't know who they are, and this is how they gaslight and beat up and harm innocent whites. Because guess what? They think they immigrants. They think they're from Africa. Anybody that's truly from this land ain't gonna do this shit. That's why I said they have to rewrite the history books back to its original state, but they're not gonna do that. All right. This is why some of this African American history is being taken down because it's not true. It's not real. I heard Donald Trump taking some of that shit down, and I don't blame him. Some of that shit is propaganda because up at top there ain't no racism, but at the bottom, you guess what? You get treated like a monkey. You think you from Africa? This is an ancient Australopithecus monkey man And some say black people originated from monkeys. See, and I told y'all last not to go around saying you from Africa, because now you got to identify with this ugly beast. Now you got to. I don't deal with that out of Africa theory at all. Now you got to deal with this ugly beast, and now you got to deal with this ugly beast. Yakub and this Arthropithecus called Cheddar Man. This is Cheddar Man, and black people think, yeah, black people think they created the white race, but according to black people, they the first ones to pop out of Africa. They the first ones that created all the races. Ain't they? Don't they say that the first shall be last? That's why black people last. That's why black people in poverty and shit. Because the first shall be last and the last shall be first. It's called trading places. They tricked your ass. That's why they gave y'all cartoons to believe in. And guess what? The white man end up fucking conquering the black race because they own everything. They own all the land, but your ass on the internet arguing about who came from Africa out this bitch. But guess what? The paleontologists discovered your ancient monkey bones. And the reason why they call them paleontologists because they have pale skin. But they find your black ass bones. And guess what? You got to believe them. You got to take your black ass to the Smithsonian Museum, and you got to let the foreigner tell you about your fucking history. That's called Darwinism. Go look it up. That's Darwinism theory. The theory of Darwinism. That your ass is a monkey man coming out of Africa, walking on all fours and shit. But that's what y'all get. Because y'all listen to people that fake ass pastors that go to church. He was teaching black hate, white hate too. And he teach black hate. He was teaching black hate back in the 90s. He ended up cleaning himself up, but he's still a demon, right? He's still a fucking demon. Now he's a big Trump supporter. Overnight, I told you, these celebrities, they go flip overnight. Some say Barry Sotos flipped overnight. Right? They all flipping. Like Scottie Pippen. Let's get into it.
Warn you first, these images are startling. This is Clay Weeks. His father, Corey, says this happened on Clay's first day. Bainbridge Public
happened on his first day, man. And I told you, they get up in the morning, they listen to him, D.L. Hughley, they see the white kid, they listen to Charlemagne the God, they go to work, take the hammer, bash the eye on the first day. In that order. In that order. Because I told you, Sharkeisha ain't really got it all upstairs anyway. All that motherfucking pound of weave up there, you think she's thinking clearly? You think she's thinking clearly? Hell no. And I know what y'all gonna say. What about the white people that harm black people? But we not talking about that, fam. We got other episodes for that. We do this on a case by case basis. And y'all should know that, but y'all newbies, y'all not familiar with the algorithm over here. We racist on both ends, fam. Everybody gets it. Y'all know that. So we just talking on a case-to-case basis. And this is one of them. This is one of them. So let's continue with the news article.
Public safety says they were called to the facility Monday just before 7 p.m. BPS.
That is crazy, man. That is sad. What happened to this kid? What happened to this kid? I want to know, and I want to know now. We know what happened to Holly. We seen what happened to Holly, but what exactly took place? And they not telling us. We don't know if it's a punch. We don't know if it was some just neglect, but somehow she's out on a $400,000 bond, if I'm not mistaken. So the thing is, whoever that judge is that let her out probably don't give a fuck about white kids either, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because guess what? That judge probably seen other judges slam innocent blacks. She just getting revenge. Like they do that shit in these high places. They be like, oh shit, this white judge over here in the next courtroom, he gave this black man 50 years and there was proof he didn't do nothing wrong. So on the next day we go let Sharkeisha punch little Georgie in the eye, and we go just equal it out like that. Yeah, that's how they think. They do it case by case, and like I said, when we do these case by case basis, we really can't be biased because we really digging into what's going on behind the scenes and why these judges are letting certain crimes happen underneath the guise of rapism and racism. Yeah. Because some of these, the reason why I say rapism, because some of these Democratic judges, they let pedos right out on the street. They let the pedos right on the street and they say, oh, they got mental issues. And they let these motherfuckers right out on the street. And the thing is, once she get charged with this, she'll never be able to work a job in her fucking life. Ever again. Just by the charge alone. Because they might just dismiss it. What if they end up dismissing it with prejudice? They can still bring this shit up. But I'm just throwing that out there. Because the thing is, they go see this case, and she'll never get it. She'll have to move to another country, fam, to even be around kids. She might have to take her ass over there with Tom Hanks and shit over there to Greece, because allegedly, you could get away with child trafficking over there in Greece. That's where a lot of these Hollywood actors and pedos. That's where they go to Dubai and shit like that, and they do they acts over there. They do they sexual deviant acts over there in them other foreign countries, because they go by maritime law. They be on them islands, can't even arrest these motherfuckers because they done threw your ass off a yacht. They done threw all the witnesses off a yacht type shit. Wow, crazy. Yeah, next level type shit, fam. But let's get into the video.
Does not release any details about what happened, but says officers were able to watch video surveillance of the incident. Thurston has bonded out of the Decatur County Jail and was ordered to have no contact with anyone under 18 or the Weeks family. We have reached out to the daycare for comment and have not yet heard back.
So we ain't heard back. So we gonna have to keep up and follow up with this story. Let me see. Yeah, that's about it, man. But look at all these daycare work. You know what I'm saying? All these daycare workers. They come in all shapes and colors and sizes, but this is just the one that's popping up now. And like I said, the black against white crime is just trending. So we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. So y'all remember Shiloh Hendricks? Shiloh Hendricks ain't no different than Hulk Hogan. Okay, they both use the same terminology for certain groups of people. So Shiloh Hendricks, meet Hulk Hogan. Be smart, stay apart. And I told you what was gonna happen. Segregation is gonna happen. White anti-hate bill might pop up in Congress, but yeah, as an Asian, I found that Black and Hispanic people are often the ones that show the most racism towards other ethnicities. I honestly don't understand what I've done wrong. I try to live quietly, mind my own business, and avoid conflict, but I still can't seem to escape it. Damn, damn. Hey, you know what? That's crazy, man. That nobody should feel like that. There's some horrible people everywhere, man, in all races. You kind of got to point them out and destroy their ideology. You gotta point it out and destroy their ideology. Like I try to get them up on this channel, they won't come on this channel. I swear they won't. They be like, damn, I ain't going on this guy's channel. We gonna have to pick us up a weaker vessel, and that's what a demon does. They go troll the weakest vessel, somebody that don't know how to respond or articulate themselves in the proper format, and they end up getting destroyed by a demon, even though the good dude is right. He couldn't articulate himself, even though he might have a good heart. He didn't study enough on how to beat the devil, so the devil beat his ass. Shit's crazy, man. I talked about this. Somebody said I brought this up earlier. She was like, this was on Facebook. I had a conversation with somebody. I forgot her name, but shouts out to her. She was like, "Oh well, how are we gonna end all this black on white crime?" I said, "Shit, get them white only signs back out. Y'all need to pull this. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. Let me see. Y'all need to go. Y'all need to pull these motherfuckers back out. Y'all really want shit to end? No blackies allowed. No Mexicans. They had one with no Mexicans. I remember they had one. Look, we serve whites only. No Spanish. No Mexicans. No, look, no dogs, Negroes, or Mexicans. See, like I said, some whites don't give a fuck about none of y'all out this bitch. All right, but in America, you can be Spanish and pose and speak up for white nationalists. Yes, I have. I have seen it recently. I have seen it recently. So that's just the code. That's just the code. This is why you have white only towns, and but some say they go back to asking people for resources, other people for resources eventually. But pretty much it just it's just white on white town, and I'm not mad at that because you got some people that want to be in their own culture. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like seeing black people in cowboy attire because I already know what they're trying to do. Just be yourself, fam. Yeah, it just. Let me be honest with you. It's just, uh, it's just nail biting. It's just very cringe. I might add. When I see black motherfuckers pop out in all cowboy attire, First thing that comes to my mind is cringe, cringe, cringe. And what is your black ass up to? And why are you trying to merge with white culture at this point in history? But shouts out to the real cowboys. I'm talking to them fake ones that just play costume and dress up. Those are the ones that's fucking up white culture. Just like what's your boy? What's his name? X, the gay dude. I don't forgot his name. He thought he was a damn cowboy, and he perverted the minds of a lot. Little Nas X, he perverted the minds of a lot of white cowboys, little boys. He turned them gay. He's responsible for turning Republican into Democrat with that pink program. Pink, pink, pink. And I told you the demon loves pink. He loves wearing pink. A demon disguised as a pastor. Who is the pastor? The rapist, the rapper, the ones who lures the kids. That's Lil Nas X. He worshiped the X too because he's a kid. XXXX means dirty, means filthy. Black fatigue, trust broken, racial divide. Black woman faces child abuse charges. And we definitely go keep up with this story, family. Yeah, we definitely go keep up with this story. Black woman more likely to commit murder than white. Damn. You see, they pulling up all these statistics, and what are you gonna say? The only thing you can say is you go end up bringing up some old shit for your excuse when it comes to these stats. When it comes to these stats, and then they go pull out per capita, and then your ass just stuttering out this bitch. You want to know how to battle this shit? You just gotta agree. You can't come up with different type of excuses and say, "Oh man, because of slavery, because this is why this is happening." There's certain factors that play into all this shit too. All right, because when eugenics come into play, yeah, it's on a different level. All right, because it seems like people that live in the outskirts don't act like this. You might see a little crime pop up in the outskirts every now and then, but mainly in the inner city, yeah, you get a lot of black crime. They're clustered up. They're clustered up. That's the reason why you gotta have low income. You gotta have a poor class. Because if everybody was rich, it wouldn't be fair. It would. They actually create poor people, so they're not mixed with the high class people. Because the thing is, even when black people move to high price neighborhoods, they're still referred to as a nigger family. A lot of rappers go to these high price neighborhoods and they end up bringing niggerism over to the nice neighborhoods. Don't matter how much money you got, you can't take the ignorance out of an individual when his mind is contaminated with all kind of cancers. It's not gonna fold over. It's not. You're not gonna get no good results. But this is the stats. So I mean, like I said, I've been a part of many debates, and when a white person pull this shit up, what are you gonna say? There ain't much you can say, fam. The only thing is, you would have to be like, damn, I would agree with it. unless you know some type of shit that we all don't know and you can bring it to the forefront. But other than that, shit, I don't even see. Somebody said fake stats. Something is not right. Did Grok say it was true? See, that's what I'm saying. We don't fucking know. Somebody said sad but true. Casey Anthony killed her own kid, then went to party at the club and called the cops. See, we could go case by case, back and forth. See, that's why I don't like doing the back and forth, because the thing is, we could both pull rabbits out the hat back and forth. That ain't gonna solve nothing. You know what I'm saying? It just trending right now that blacks are attacking innocent whites. Immigrants are attacking innocent whites too. But that's a part of getting this all white hate bill. It's go past if we keep on seeing shit like this. And I've been telling y'all. So here's the address right here. They go shut that shit down. Shut it down. Shut it down. And it's at a church too. Called them already. This person done called them already. Called them already. Gave them a mouthload of how I feel about this disgusting event. I hope that everybody else does. Damn. That's the number right there. Save it in your phone. Call it. Because guess what? You go hear a lot of you know what on the playgrounds, fam. You see what they saying? Boom. And the thing is, an innocent black child gonna be the result of this hanging, because the innocent white child got hurt. So the racist white man gonna have to sacrifice an innocent black child. It's called an eye for an eye. That's why I tell my son, I said, don't be walking on the road, because shit, a racist white man, Big Bubba, see this shit, and then you see your black ass riding a bike, he gonna hit your fucking motorcycle. He gonna hit your moped and drive off in his F-150 with them damn Confederate flags, some don't tread on me flags on his shit. And there ain't nothing your ass can do about it, because then nobody fucking see that shit. I'm telling you how shit go. Y'all know I'm right. That's why I really don't have. Man, the trolls done disappeared, man. I think they found out who I was and was like, man, we can barely keep up with this guy. We're not even gonna do him. So the trolls, man, they was making the episodes interesting, but shit, they done dried up. They done dried up, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. You see what's going on. And they mad because she got let out on bail, like they always do. The sick motherfuckers always get let out on bail. Wonder how she would feel if it was the baby in her biopic. Shit, we about to shut this down, man. Yeah, we about to shut down, man. Sharing like the video. But yeah, that's what's going on right there. All right. We out, man. We done hit the hour mark, about the hour mark, so we out. Love y'all. Stay prayed up. We out.
Yo, yeah, it's Mr. Trumptastic. Yeah, I'm about to hit y'all over the head with another banger. Turn up, Patriots. Yeah, y'all gonna love this one. Yeah. Mr. Trump-tastic. Yeah. Tony Bobolinsky, yeah. Tony Bobolinsky, yeah. Tony Bobolinsky had me running up them numbers. We all seen the laptop. We all know it's hunters. We all seen the laptop. We all seen the laptop. Tony Bobolinsky, yeah. Tony Bobolinsky, yeah. Tony Bobolinsky had me running up the numbers. We all seen the laptop. We all know it's hunters. We all seen the laptop. We all seen the laptop. Mr. Trump-tastic, I'm stepping out the Hummer. Took a trip and fall, now I'm hopping like the springtime. Magaville made me spinning wheels like Ezekiel. Magaville had me starring in my videos. Had to blow the whistle, earn your stripes like a referee. Mar-a-Lago red, now I'm cooking up a recipe. Deep state Nazi ghost try to heckle me. Chakrin in the water, phantom down with a huckleberry. 4 weeks to live, that's the whole month of February. Heart attack city, had you screaming like Mariah Carey. Willy Wonka flow, same color as the snozberries. Had to bring the bars, now I'm shutting down the factory. Mr. Trump-tastic, I'm dripping like the Majesty. Desecrate your morals, minimize your principalities. Woo, I'm sweet the nation and it caused a few casualties. Dripping in the White House and I had to close the curtain. Tony Bobolinsky, yeah. Tony Bobolinsky, yo. Tony Bobolinsky had me running up the numbers. We all seen the laptop, we all know it's Hunter. We all seen the laptop, we all seen the laptop. Tony Bobolinsky, yeah. Tony Bobolinsky, yo. Tony Bobolinsky had me running up the numbers. We all seen the laptop, we all seen the laptop. We all seen the laptop, we all know it's Hunters. January 6th and I feel like Steve Bannon. Wartime ready and I'm shooting out the cannon. Magic carpet ride had me floating like Aladdin. Ukraine deal, shell companies, Barisma. Mr. Trump-tastic, I'm dripping with charisma. Red October, but it feels like a Christmas gift. Big head eagle and I cloned him out with Adam Schiff. Mr. Trump-tastic, I'm shutting down the parking lot. Dancing on the roof, walking on the raindrop. Billie Jean jacket had me feeling like the king of pop. Mount me like a statue, Papa raised a Rolling Stone. Tony Bobolinsky, and I did it on my megaphone. Red October, same color as the candy corn. Had to circle back, hit him with the Jensaki. One eye open, sold it sold to Illuminati. I can handle bar, popping willies on a Kawasaki. Tony Bobolinsky, yeah. Tony Bobolinsky, yeah. Tony Bobolinsky had me running up the numbers. We all seen the laptop, we all seen the laptop, we all seen the laptop. We all know it's Hunters. Tony Bobolinsky, yeah. Tony Bobolinsky, yeah. Tony Bobolinsky had me running up the numbers. We all seen the laptop, we all seen the laptop, we all seen the laptop. We all know it's Hunters. Yo, yes, Mr. Trump-tastic. Mr. Trump-tastic. Mr. Trump-tastic. Trump-tastic.
Yeah, I'm on my MAGA shit. Yeah, I'm fresh to death like I'm hopping out my casket, bitch. Yeah, I'm on my MAGA shit. 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 Yeah, I'm fresh to death like I'm hopping out my casket, bitch. Trips around the Atlas had me ballin' like a globe trotter. Double dribble, slam dunk, I'm dripping through the paint, nigga. Yeah, I'm on my MAGA shit. Yeah, I'm on my MAGA shit. Yeah, I'm fresh to death like I'm hopping out my casket, bitch. Trips around the Atlas had me ballin' like a globe trotter. Double dribble, slam dunk, I'm dripping through the paint, nigga. Everything I touch turns to glitter, I'm a lucky charm. Fettuccine Alfredo mixed it with the Parmesan. EBS coming in and ringing like a car alarm. Honey, I shrunk the kids about the size of a peppercorn. USA flag and I stitched it with the Betsy Ross Baywatch Barbie. Then I hit her with the Hasselhoff. Frog man, Oculus, I had to take my glasses off. Sammy Sosa flow, yeah, I had to change color. I'm an acrobat, flip your ass like the Ring and Rollers. Captain Planet Superman, I'm flying through the stratosphere. I can pop your top like a soda or a can of beer. Starter man jacket had me ballin' like the Cavaliers. You can catch Corona, but I'd rather have a Heineken. I had to check my watch, yeah, it's that time again. Stamp some postcards, send them off with the mailman. 50 round clips, dropping shells like Michelangelo. Ninja Turtle flow, dripping blood in your pizza sauce. Yeah, I'm so cold, I'm Santa surfing in a Poconos. Jesus, talk to Jesus, and I think I caught the Holy Ghost. George Norris swag, hell yeah, I'm going coast to coast. 3 strikes you out like Adidas with the shell toes. Bullets sound like fireworks, chopper rip like Velcro. 7 for the half, but I got it for the elbow. Red wave, turning walk to water like the hurricane. I used to sell Grammys, now I'm stinging with the Novocaine. AMC stock, had me throwing 8 shit. Guilty deep state while I'm going on a date, bitch. Mar-a-Lago, red chains closed now.
Yeah. Yo, yes, Mr. Trotastic. Yeah, I'm about to hit y'all over the head with on the back to turn up Patriots. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got stupid drip, whoa, I got stupid drip. Dripperoni swag had me feeling like the president. Dripperoni swag had me feeling like the president. Dripperoni swag had me feeling like the president.